A lovely evening, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. In case you missed my show on Radio Bob, the Nubian Crescent on www.radiobob.co.za or the live feed and Facebook. Today we were or are putting in and weighing in on the 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children. As you know, the campaign started on the 25th of November and will proceed until the 10th of November. Coincidentally, it's also World AIDS Day today, and the campaign also cuts across the Day of People with International Day of People with Disabilities. I'm a bit somber today because, of course, if you've been listening to the talks that I've been doing, there's been a big revelation around a new angle around gender-based violence and the violence against women and children. And one of those angles that we really, really need to commit ourselves to as South Africans and Africans is this ritual killings, because we have since discovered and we now know that many of what we think are gender-based violence-related killings are actually ritual killings. And the saddest thing is that these are being perpetrated by our pastors in our churches. And so today I'd like to just play you a clip that I was listening to today by a former occultic pastor Jay Israel, who has gone on a campaign to expose his fellow occultists of the practices that they used to engage in. And really I like him because he's a transformed former occultic, and he speaks about what he did and what his colleagues did, and he doesn't hide names. This is not hearsay, this is not rumors. He talks about what they were involved in as colleagues, and he has actually testified at the CRL commission and exposed his fellow colleagues. And of course, guys, some people have received suspended sentences because of his testimonies. Some people have gotten off scot-free because of the injustices in this country. But I think the point is that we need to fight. We need to stand up against this, because you will remember that late last year, there was already a momentum that was growing against these churches, this tarnishment of our church image. Because remember, we're a very spiritual and religious country. So if we cannot run to churches, which is the place of safety and comfort, and the churches become places of victimization and places of murder, rape, and molestation, then we are really in serious trouble as South Africans. So it's our responsibility to stand up. So you will remember last year that there was a march that was planned against such churches, and it was very poorly attended. And I think that it's time that as South Africans we stand up and we start supporting people who are calling this out for what it is. So please, without further ado, I'd like to play you this clip so that we all on the same page around this issue. So this is a clip by Jay Israel. Where's my sound? Oh shucks. Okay, hold on for me. I'm missing my sound. I don't understand. Why am I missing my sound? Oish, 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 oish. Okay. Something not adding up.
About this prophet charlatan who was here in South Africa. You were the person who exposed everything. The guy got arrested and stuff like that. So I want us to talk about the rape, the women being raped. I want us to talk about the fake miracles and the lifestyle of these people. Let's just go straight to it.
Good evening to you and to everyone watching abroad.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I'm very grateful for this opportunity because one of the people, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
One of the people who's been in the fight with the fake pastors.
Okay.
Yes, working with some of the people in Johannesburg. Yeah, well, I'm going to name the church and the people that I'm going to talk about.
It's fine. Go ahead. Don't worry.
Right. In 2016, man of God, I was actually, how did I got attracted to the church?
Okay.
I saw church on TV while I was in Johannesburg in the championships of bodybuilding.
Okay.
Then I saw while I was in our room,
Mm-hmm.
in a hotel room.
Okay.
Then I saw on a Sunday,
Okay.
there was this certain short guy, certain pastor, actually prophet, by the name of Bazooka.
Right.
They
Bazooka.
call him, you call him Angel Bazooka. Means. I saw Angel Bazooka performing some miracles, which I thought they were miracles then.
Okay.
Up until I got involved into a church, only to find out they were not miracles, it was just something organized.
Okay.
In 2016, when I got there, that is the time I got into the church.
Mm-hmm.
He personally pointed me that he wanted to work with me.
Okay.
And then I agreed to work with him.
Okay.
Because I knew someone who was also the part of the church before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The one who's in Rustenburg.
Okay.
But I did not know that they were there was any connection between them.
Okay. Okay.
Of money, like you would come during the testimony time and say maybe you receive 1.5 million.
Mm.
This girl, there were two of them. They were working specifically around Johannesburg to hire people.
Mm.
I knew them because I am the one who was driving for those ladies. To go around searching for people, desperate people who wanted money.
Okay.
Once they find those people, they rehearse what must be done, what they should do on the day during at the service. I know what Sister Fundi is talking about. Maybe she's just talking about maybe what she has heard. I'm talking about what I was involved into.
Mm.
I was part of what I'm telling you. After the church, the lady will be paid. He will get money to give to his people.
Mm.
And the lady was told that only 300 rands, nothing more, nothing like that. You only give the people 300 rands. That is how much the people were being paid.
Okay.
The things that were happening there, the guys were sleeping with people's wives.
Mm.
Married people. What I'm talking about, I'm not talking about a story that I've heard from someone. I'm talking about someone. I was the person who was standing in the Bazooka's office door. You wouldn't go into Bazooka's office without going through me.
Okay.
Every day I'll be standing there. If ever you want to go through, you will find me there, standing there. So I must be the one who passes the message that so-and-so wants to see you. So this went on for quite some time, and then after I found out that he was sleeping with the minors,
Mm.
I tried to take it to the elders of the church, thinking that they don't know nothing. The elders of the church, they knew because they were benefiting.
Okay.
Some were supplying him with water. Some were supplying him with water. Some were supplying him with so-called anointing oil. You see?
Mm.
So they were benefiting. They knew everything that he was doing. Because some people that were at church, they gave their daughters to that guy, Bazooka.
Okay.
Because they were making money out of that.
How?
It's just that I don't want to call names of them. Because there are people that I personally know, women, elderly people that were the part of the church. that their daughters were sleeping with the guy so that he can bring business to them. I know very well because each and every time before the service starts on a Sunday, on a Saturday, we must go and fetch the water into this woman's house. She's the one who was supplying the bazooka with the water, the stickers and everything. It was done in the house of this lady.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, the lady will be paid a certain amount. Yes. So for this, I took it to the elders of the church. And then I tried to reason with them. I asked them, do they know what is happening at the church? And then I found out that they knew everything. Then that is when I approached Bazooka personally. I approached him personally. That is when we started to have a fight. He called one of the guys, and then he said that because of he said a lot of things about me, that I'm jealousy of him. He called me by names. He tried many times while I was working with one of the SAPs guys. He tried many times, not just once. They offered me first when they seen that I was taking them into the police. That is when they started negotiating with me to give me money.
Okay.
So, but okay, I must not go forward. I told them straight that I'm going to take your money, but I'm not going to be silenced. Yes, I do want money. I came here because I wanted money. I will take your money, but I'm not that your money. Your money is not going to make me silent. I will take it because I want it. And yet I will continue to go on. And that is what I did. Went on with the case. I opened the case in Soweto, in one of the police stations in Soweto. We opened the case. If I tell you that Soweto, especially around Shawela,
Okay.
Bazooka has got more than 5 children there.
Sure.
He's got children. He's got lots of children in Soweto because of the girls that has been sleeping. Some of them, they were when he met them, they were like they were still virgins. And you will see him when he's preaching. He is so good in seeing a virgin. If he's preaching, he'll be like, if he sees maybe a certain girl, he'll be like, are you a virgin? Sometimes he will ask everyone to pray. While they're busy praying, maybe he will come to me and say, call that certain girl. And then he will point a girl that he wants me to call. And then they will exchange numbers. And then after exchanging numbers, that is when, after they exchange numbers, that is when, after the church, I will pick up the lady. If he asks me to pick up the lady, take her to the house. Into the house, into Bazooka's house. Whatever happens there, when the lady must be brought back, I'll get a call, then I'll go and pick the lady up, take the lady to the church. Because if they want you, this is what they do. They tell you that after the service, don't leave, stay, remain here at the church. You must not leave the church until I tell you. Even if you're working, they don't care.
Look, it doesn't end here. It just goes on and on. Before him, there was a lady, Fundi, who also exposed the goings on at Christ Embassy. I'm so disappointed. I hear Pastor Ken has had to flee the country because he was on a suspended sentence and they knew that he was already hooked in this lifestyle. So for his own good, he had to be removed from the country. Guys, this is not child's play. This is serious. And you might sit there and think because it doesn't affect you anyway, you're not a church goer, when you've got things under control, it doesn't matter to you. I've said this before and I'll say it again, you know, never ever think that somebody else's problems will never come knocking at your door, because somebody else's problems can be your problems tomorrow. So thank you for those who are concerned, who've shown concern, and I'll leave it at that for tonight and say good night.